Hi everyone, Janie here, and today I'm going to be showing you how to make these cute little faux books that are great for home decor pieces, and they are so easy to make using these tumbling tower blocks that you can get from the Dollar Tree or plywood, which is what I'm using. But not everyone has a way to cut plywood to size, so if you're using the tumbling tower blocks, you'll need 6 or 12, depending on how thick you want your book. And you'll need something to adhere them together, like Beacon Fabri-Tac or a hot glue gun. I have glued 3 of them together side by side and did the same with the other 3, and this is what it looks like all glued together. Now, if you want a thicker book like I'm going to make, then you just repeat this process and then glue those 2 sets together, and then it will look like this. Next, I'm using Martha Stewart Summer Linen to paint 3 of the edges that will be the pages of the book. And I like Summer Linen because it isn't a stark white, but you can use any shade of white that gives you the look that you want. And this is what it looks like so far. Now to create the cover, I'm using part of a pizza box, believe it or not, and I'm cutting it down to 4 inches by 5 inches, and with the 5-inch edge at the top of the scoreboard, I'm going to score it at 2 1/8 inches from each side, leaving a 3/4 inch spine. The reason I'm using the ruler is to prevent the bone folder from sliding over because the cardboard is thick enough that the bone folder can't find the ridge. And that's also why I'm scoring it several times in the same place. And it makes it easier to fold. Now for this next step, you choose whatever paper you want to use for the cover. And I am using this Recollections textured paper I got from Michael's a long time ago. It's good to use a paper that's not too stiff. And I have cut that to 6 inches by 5 inches, and with the 6-inch edge at the top of the scoreboard, I'm going to score it at 2 5/8 inches from each side, leaving a 3/4 inch spine. And again, I'm using my ruler and scoring multiple times because of the textured paper, and this way I get a good score line, making it easy to fold. You'll notice that I'm turning the paper to score it, and that's so I get it in the exact same spot on both sides. Now that that is done, I'm going to be using my Beacon 3-in-1, and I'm going to be gluing that piece of cardboard to the inside of the paper piece, making sure that I get it centered. I'm also making sure that I get glue around all of the edges and the spine. And you'll notice that I have the printed side of the cardboard showing on the inside, and that is because in the end, it will not be seen. And of course, I'm just making sure that I have it fully adhered. Next, I'm going to be mitering all of the corners, and while I'm showing you how to do that, I'm also trying to show you that you don't cut all the way to that piece of cardboard. Leave about 1/16 of an inch. You don't have to measure that, but just kind of eyeball it so that you know that you're just leaving a smidge like I'm trying to show you. So while you're watching this, I just want to take a minute to welcome you to my channel if you're new, and I hope you think about hitting that subscribe button and the little bell next to it so that you don't miss out on any upcoming videos. And for those of you that are my loyal regulars, thank you so much for always stopping by and always being so supportive of what I do. I appreciate you all so much, and I also love hearing from you, so I hope you leave me a comment below. Okay, back to what I'm doing. I hope this visual has been self-explanatory because I really did try hard to make it easy to follow for you. And now I'm just folding all of the edges over the cardboard, preparing it for what's coming next. So I'm going to be adding 1/2-inch double-sided tape around the edges of the cardboard. Now, you could use a 1/4 inch double-sided tape if you like, but I prefer using the 1/2 inch. And once I get all of the protective backing or release tape removed from the double-sided tape, I'm going to take my Beacon 3-in-1 glue and just add a skinny line of that in the crease of the fold, and then fold the edges up over that and push them firmly onto the double-sided tape, making sure that it is fully adhered. And if you have to, you can always add a little more glue. I'm going to be doing this to all 4 sides, but I like to do the top and the bottom first and then fold the sides in. I think that gives it a really nice finished look. This is just my way of making a cover. And now that the cover is done, it's time to put the pages in. So this is the one done with the tumbling tower blocks. And it looks nice, but I prefer the one made with plywood. And the reason for that is that the layers that you can see on the edges help create the look of pages. Okay, we're almost done. I'm using my Beacon 3-in-1 glue on all the areas that we didn't paint, making sure to get good coverage because you want to make sure that everything adheres together completely. I'm doing all of the sides at one time, but if it's easier for you, maybe start off with the part that's going to be the spine, and then after that, do one side at a time. And by using my Beacon 3-in-1, I have a little wiggle room to make sure that I have the pages centered in there securely. And once I'm happy with the placement, I'm going to set something heavy on top of it, like my Cuttlebug plate, or actually sitting a book on top of it would be perfect. I like to give it a couple hours just to make sure it's firmly attached. And here they are. They are so cute and have so many possibilities. You can decorate them, or you can add labels to the front as if they were the title of a book. There are just so many ways to use them too, and these are just a few ideas. And if you missed my last video where I made the shelves that you see here, I'll have a link to that right here on the screen, as well as a link to the video on making that welcome gate. Thank you all so much for stopping by, and as always, I truly appreciate you, and I hope you enjoyed this video. Happy crafting, everyone. Bye-bye.